Good evening and welcome to our fall 2020 Zoom and house concerts and recitals for this weekend. We're doing several. My name is Cindy Mueller and I'm the teacher of all of these students that you're going to hear. I'm very proud to have them play for you this evening. We thank you for joining us if you're watching us on the live stream on YouTube. We appreciate your time to listen to our music. The group of performers that are going to perform in this group are middle and high school students. And what is going to happen first is I'm going to play. I always play at student recitals. I feel like if I encourage students to perform, I should keep it up myself. So I alternate between playing a classical piece and a jazz piece. And in the spring, I played some Beethoven. So I'm going to do a little jazz this evening. And I like to challenge myself when these recitals roll around. So this is new to me, to play a solo jazz piano ballad. So I chose one of my favorites, My Foolish Heart. If you play a classical piece, you read exactly what you're supposed to play off of a page of pretty complex stuff, and our fingers only play what notes are written by the composer. If you're learning a jazz piece, many times it starts by listening. So I listened to probably at least 10 different performing artists on Spotify play this piece, and I learned the melody and the harmonies, and they all chose different harmonies. That's part of the fun of putting together, especially a jazz ballad, which is known for an opportunity to find and express rich jazz harmonies. So that was a lot of fun for me. Jazz artists do look at something now and then. It doesn't resemble what we see in the classical world. It's, right side up, it looks like this. You have the melody, which is kind of a guide, and you have chord changes, which are standardized, but a lot of times they get changed by every player. But that is kind of out there as a guide to help you learn. When I play this solo as an all jazz playing, there are moments where improvisation is used. So you hear the song as it was composed by Victor Young in 1949, all the way through. And then the second time it's played, at the beginning of the piece, the chords are the same, but the melody is gone. And I'm just listening for whatever melody comes to me that I know will fit over those chord changes. And then again, about halfway through, there's a return to the melody. So I hope you enjoy My Foolish Heart. thank you, thank you. So I thought it would be a nice thing to have start with a Beethoven and end with a Beethoven. So our first player this evening, Ramtin Shahr-Aeinei, is going to play Moonlight Sonata, the first movement, by Ludwig van Beethoven. So Ramtin, I'm going to turn this over to you. You should be able to. Beautiful, Ramtin. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to also mention that Ramtin, as well as playing classical music, he also writes music, and he's going to perform at our 7 o'clock recital this evening. He's going to perform an original, so we'll see Ramtin again then. Our next performer is Julian Jones. Julian is going to be playing Gypsy Camp by Nancy Faber. So, Julian, the stage is yours. Nice job, Julian. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And now we're going to hear from Julian's sister, Marion. And Marion is going to play L'Orage, which means the storm, by Cornelius Gurlitt. And Marion, whenever you're ready. Great job, Marion. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. So our next performer is going to be Adam Livay, and Adam is going to be playing March of the Clones by Melody Faber. Okay, Adam, take it away. Great job, Adam. Thank you. So, Adam has an interesting interest in digital music creation, and he normally I wouldn't include something like this in the recital right now. He's going to present this at the next recital, which kind of is that category, but it's fun. And since you've heard him play March of the Clones, I know you will enjoy hearing a little bit of what he has planned with his digital. Okay, Adam.
All right, I'm going to cut into LMMS. Show's fine. Great. So for this cover of March of the Clones, what I did is I took the melody as I just played it on the piano and transcribed it into a piano roll. But with the instrument not being a piano, believe me, I could have secured a good VST-based piano kind of sound for it. I picked this instead. For those of you that may have owned NESs or their parents may have owned NESs, that is a synthesizer meant to emulate one. And that's what I used for both hands, as it were, of this rearrangement. Just the melody is on that track. The harmony is handled by 4 different arpeggiators. I have 4 because some of the chords in any key, if you know a little musical theory, will be major and the others will be minor. The 7th is diminished, but I'm treating it as a minor for my purposes. I don't recall if it actually plays on any roll in this run. So I have a pair of major arpeggiators differentiated by speed. One's twice as fast as the other, just for some interesting effects. And then I have a minor pair, again with a fast and a slow one. I vary them throughout the piece. Like just in this first bit, you'll see that for one part, the minor one plays, then the major one, and then the slow one again of the minor and then of the major. But here, both the fast and the slow are playing for a part of the measure over top of one another, which generates interesting effects I made use of. Without further ado, I'm going to play the tape, and as it's going, I'm going to click into the piano rolls so you can see the melody as it's transcribed. So before I go, I shouldn't really neglect to mention the kind of marching sound you may have heard over. It's just a small lo-fi sample that would kind of invoke the boots of a bunch of soldiers, but with the same sort of style as the NES synths.
Thank you, Adam. That was a lot of fun. I thought everybody would enjoy just kind of seeing a little bit of different kind of music using a little technology. Thanks. So our next player is Alena Boyer. Alena is going to play Treasure Island by Nancy Faber. Alena, you have the stage. Great job, Alena. Thank you so much. Very, very good. Thank you. Our next player is Bianca Flood. And Bianca, you. Wonderful, Bianca. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I didn't remember before Bianca played to let everyone know This was Solfeggietto by C.P.E. Bach, one of Johann's sons. So great job, Bianca. And I said we would start with some Beethoven and end with some Beethoven. So Ian Watson is going to play the third movement of Beethoven's Sonata number 23, which is nicknamed the Appassionata, which means passionate. So Ian, you are ready. you. Thank you so much. So that takes us to the end of our performers today. First thing I want to say is thank you to all of you who played. I know each and every one of you are in highly demanding, super academic programs in your schools. I know you have lots of things going on and responsibilities there. I know this is a very unusual time with all this COVID stuff that's going on, that's adding complications and stresses for all of us. And I want to say I applaud you, those of you who are choosing to, even in spite of all that, keep music in your lives. Um, I always think that for myself, there were times that I just thought, oh gosh, this is too much. But I'm so glad that I just kept playing. I just kept playing. And I always say to myself, did I play perfectly this evening? No. I do sometimes, but I didn't this evening. But I still managed to make music, and I hope you enjoyed mine as much as I enjoyed all the music that I heard from you. I'm proud of each of you. I'm proud of your performance this evening. I'm most proud that you're keeping music in your lives. Parents, thank you for all your dedication to make this possible for your children. Those of you who are watching on the YouTube live channel, we thank you for giving us your time this evening to listen to music. It's important for all of us to have people who appreciate and support what we do. So until next time, this is Cindy Mueller saying for me and all my students, thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.